Hey, it's Editing Maya. Welcome to my video. I made a vlog over the course of the last 3 weeks of my life doing the Bittersweet Days tour, and it has been so much fun to be able to experience something like that, take video clips throughout it, and now compile it so that way I can share it with all of you. I just want to give a disclaimer that this is a very poorly structured video. When I first started shooting it, I think I had a very different idea of how it was going to turn out. I think it makes sense to me, so I don't know, but every once in a while I'm gonna hop in my little photo booth editing mode to give you extra context or whatever about stuff that I've been doing. But anyways, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you have fun watching it. I hope it's silly and goofy and all that good stuff. And yeah, take it away, past Maya. Today is day one of being in LA and getting ready to go on tour. Tour is something that I think I now have a positive relationship with, but I definitely did not have a positive relationship with it when I first started touring. Anyways, we have 3 days of rehearsals starting tomorrow before we go and play a Santa Ana show at the Observatory with Ricky, which is like our practice show before tour starts, and I feel good about it. The set for the show is definitely shorter. I'm excited for this run. It's nice to be able to go out on the road with people I'm familiar with, but today was just my travel day to get into Burbank so I can be at the rehearsal space with everybody. My band has been rehearsing for the past few days, and my MD was helping them, but she has to go play shows with Taylor Swift, so she'll be back in a couple days. My favorite part of tour has definitely been the community building that happens when you're on the road with people, but I don't think I've always been very good at the social element of being on the road, so I'm definitely trying to be present in as many moments as possible. I think my anxiety can definitely get the better of me and like not allow me to experience and enjoy spending time with people because I'm so concerned about annoying them. But we'll be in rehearsals tomorrow and I am optimistic about it. It's Saturday morning and I'm gonna go get breakfast and read my book. For some reason at the beginning of the tour I was hellbent on exercising on every off day. Safe to say that did not last, so I went to rehearsals.
What's up YouTube, it's your boy.
In the rehearsal space we're hearing everything through in-ear monitors, so pretty much everything from the outside perspective is just drums. And Val will always sing when she's playing the drums.
Straight into frown.
Just got back from rehearsals. My voice is definitely tired, and I also don't know how to shut up when I'm on the road. Like, I think because I'm like a people pleaser, I just have a really hard time with the quiet, and I also need to like be doing some sort of weird shtick all the time so I can entertain the people I'm working with, but like, I know that I'm not obligated to do that. I just have a hard time letting things relax, you know? It's gonna be a long tomorrow and a day after, and then we're playing a show. So the sprint, the marathon has begun.
Good morning, USA.
I'm gonna go get breakfast. This wasn't my breakfast, it was just a sweet treat. I thought I deserved it. When I got to rehearsals, my front of house engineer Rafi showed me how his board works. He's been doing sound for me for 3 years. He's the absolute best, just the greatest of all time.
Thank you, Rafi.
I checked out the merch for this run.
Okay, people are gonna love this.
Are there?
You can talk, I can just put
background.
Yes. Go for it. I'm back in my hotel room, bitch. I'm gonna hang out in my hotel and edit part of this vlog again before I go to dinner with my manager. We're gonna eat sushi and I'm very excited. When I got back from dinner, I just immediately started playing Overwatch. It is Monday morning. I woke up earlier today at like 7:30. I have a pretty fun morning. I think I'm going to the Levi's office with my day-to-day manager, Jackie, to get some jeans. That'll be fun. And then rehearsal is gonna go for a long time today. I think Ricky, Robbie, and I are also learning how to sing Nobody Loves Me. I'm really tired though. I'm ready to have a day off, which is not until Wednesday, but that's okay. We ended up passing the writer's strike on the way to the Levi's house, and I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting it to be an actual house, but it was, and everything was so beautiful inside that I didn't feel like I could actually touch anything, so I just sat there and loaded while I waited for my day-to-day manager, Jackie, to come and meet me there. But they had an exhibit for the 501 gene inside of the space, which was really cool. And I had just done an event for them in San Francisco to celebrate the anniversary of the same pair of jeans, which was sick to see like a mini version of it. And then they told me that I could get a pair of jeans, but not just one pair. I could get more than one pair of jeans, which I was super stoked about. And after I went to Erewhon and got a absurdly priced smoothie. At rehearsals, we ended up doing 2 full run-throughs with some stops and breaks, so it ended up kind of totaling around closer to 5 hours of sing time.
Sounds great.
Embarked on my 5th pee break of the day, and then went back to my hotel after I stole Advil from Robbie's tour manager.
What kind of girl core is this?
Good morning, everybody. It's 9:30 and today is show day.
First show of the run, Ricky and I's practice show at the observatory in Santa Ana. I was excited for it, a little bit nervous, but all things considered, it was going to be good. We got into the green room and Matt brought these tiny little plastic ducks to place everywhere. His girlfriend gave him a bunch, so he brought them along. I was on my iPad. I signed a shit ton of CDs for the merch stand. And so all things were going pretty well. Ricky and I also figured out some harmonies for Nobody Loves Me since we had a little extra time to figure that out. Val, Jen, and I realized that our periods were all syncing up, so our boobs really hurt while we were warming up, and we had to hold them down in order to provide some extra support. I love having women in my band. It's the best. And we played the show. Me and Sophia celebrated and we got a reward. There's a lot of pineapple on pizza enjoyers on this tour, and I am included. But I also did a double dinner at In-N-Out. It was fantastic.
I didn't film anything today. Well, I did. It was just a singular clip of me going to IKEA. But tomorrow's a big day, so I'm about to go to sleep. See you at the Greek!
Good morning. We're getting myself to the Greek. This morning is the last time I am in this hotel, so we're headed to the bus.
The instant we got to the bus, we headed to the Greek, and I lay down in my bunk and accidentally fell asleep because it was so comfortable. But I needed the nap anyways, so it was okay. We ended up loading in. I saw the venue for the first time, and when I tell you, I almost shit my pants. It was so scary. That's one of the largest venues I think I've ever played. The green room itself was very nice. We had artists catering this tour as well, which meant that there was meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day provided by catering, which is new for me. I walked around the venue to get a sense of the scale and oh my god, jump scare. Oh my fucking god, that scared the shit out of me. Even in editing, it's terrifying. It's very scary. We did sound check. We tried out Nobody Loves Me because we only ran it like 2 times during rehearsals. Signed a bunch of CDs again, watched Community, and got myself ready for the show. Don't hate me, but I don't have any videos from that actual show in like a horizontal format. You just gotta go to my TikTok and check it out. I've uploaded like a couple clips across various places. Go find them. Just pretend it's like Where's Waldo? Morning of San Diego's show, we rolled into the Cal Coast Credit Union amphitheater, which isn't a mouthful at all. And we didn't have a green room because one of the buses of somebody else's crew got a beetle infestation, so they needed more rooms, and we just couldn't have a green room. So we hung out on the bus all day before the show. This is what I typically look like before I go on stage. I'm like counting myself in. And then everyone was so sweet at the show. The audience was so nice. This is the way Bon Iver looks like when we sing it live. Hold up, you've been scrolling way too long. So after I hit that note in Bon Iver, there's like a space for people to cheer because it's a really high note. It is quite the feat to get there. That night in San Diego, they cheered so loud and for so long that I actually missed the cue that I hear in my ear to tell me when to start singing again. Initially, I was super frustrated at myself for making a mistake like that, but then I realized that the ability to mess up in front of thousands of people and not have it absolutely destroy my mental is fucking awesome. I think if I had done something like that like 2 years ago, I would have cried on stage. Anyways, all to say, like, if you ever are worried about making mistakes, don't worry. I make them all the time in front of thousands of people. And after you make a mistake, you still deserve a burrito, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, I've officially done nothing for like a really long amount of time. I'm gonna go to Din Tai Fung again with my tour manager. Din Tai Fung, more like delicious. The fuck? We went to see a movie afterwards too, and the only seats for this specific movie, redacted title, were in the second row. It was crazy. My neck hurt. We got back to the hotel and I packed all my shit. I was super excited for the Stanford show because it's technically my hometown show, and Frost Amphitheater is like gorgeous. It's surrounded by trees. It's really beautiful. We did sound check. Ricky introduced me to his vocal warm-ups, which were really intense, but they did help because I had an interview before this show. It was located right in this little grove where we could watch Grant's set as well, which was super fun. And then soon enough, it was time for us to go on the stage. I was a little bit flabbergasted. Stanford was so much fun, but I was so exhausted. What's up? It's our day off in Reno, Nevada. I had another clip of me explaining the concept of a day off, but then I realized that I was just not explaining it very clearly. But here's a basic rundown of what a day off looks like when you're on tour. It's fairly straightforward. You're just parked in a city between where you just last played a show and the next show you're gonna play. So we just played in Stanford, we're parked in Reno, Nevada, and we're going to Magna, Utah. We're gonna start driving at about, right now it's almost midnight for me, but we're gonna get on the bus again in an hour and start leaving at 1 a.m. But during the day, because we're on a bus, we don't have shower access, so everybody gets a day room, so that way they can go and take care of themselves during the day. In this case today, we are in a casino, so there's a lot of facilities. I went to the gym today, I went to the pool with Sophia, and that's kind of the general vibe. You just hang in a random city. Magna was a really interesting show. I was very nervous to play here because I do not do well with high altitude. It makes me really anxious. More on that later, but I did get to say hi to people who were lining up super early. We ended up moving the show indoors because the heat was so bad outside, and there was also like a million flies everywhere. It was disgusting. I wanted to fucking barf. I almost did. Sophia and I took a walk towards the lake nearby and then promptly turned around when we realized there was just a bunch of dead seagulls. So we went to watch Mean Girls on the bus because Val has never seen it, and I told her that Regina George dies. Have I ever lied to you? No. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. So the altitude did get to me in Magna. I never do well in a high elevation. I think it's largely because if I can't feel like I'm breathing well, then that makes my anxiety a lot worse. The things that trigger a panic attack for me are oftentimes heat, it was like 98 degrees, loud noises, I'm in the wrong fucking profession, and exhaustion. I had barely been sleeping. But I made it through the show. I wanted to make sure people still had a good set. I think everybody that day was just really struggling. It was so hot. After all that though, I went to go hang out with my crew, and that definitely helped ground me a lot more. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Now eat it up, guys. Denver, we had no green room again. Let's go. We were in the bus the whole day. It was so fun. The show went really well, but I ended up pinching my fucking neck nerve while I was jumping around for Mona Lisa. And then we got the world's largest fucking pizzas. Matt is way too good at the YouTube face. Hey folks, what's going on? It's our day off in Manhattan, Kansas. It's been really interesting. I played Dungeons and Dragons with Ricky, his guitarist Kyle, and his photographer Noah for a few hours, which was a lot of fun. My character's name is the Baba Yaga, and it's John Wick. Except my John Wick goes to therapy and actually did get to retire and is currently navigating how to make male friendship happen in his life. So that's been fun. But I'm about to go meet up with my crew and see a movie, which again shall remain unnamed. Bye.
Our Uber there was so lit, but it was only like 3 minutes, so we didn't get to vibe that long. But by the time we got to the movie theater, we realized that literally nobody else bought tickets to this fucking movie. So we just enjoyed Nicole Kidman.
And we go somewhere.
St. Louis was the hottest fucking show we played the entire run, but thankfully the venue was next to an ice rink, so you could just walk in and enjoy the cold air, or you could dance in it, up to you. Sophia and I played Just Dance while waiting for my set too, which was very, very fun.
Post-show crab rank.
You look like a crab ragu nun.
Thank you, crab rank.
We are in Chicago at the Morton Salt Shed. It used to be an old salt factory. It's like gorgeous here. And this is one of the nicest venues we've been into. So tired today. We played Among Us for so long. I'm gonna shower and then go to sound check.
Everyone was very sleepy day of show for Chicago, but especially Val. Pre-show dance moves were done. We were hyped. We were feeling ready. We had our chant that we were gonna do. Get down on it! During my acoustic set, Val and Jen got down to Feelings Are Fatal. And then we ate deep dish after the show before we all went out to an after party at a tiki bar. And... I said Ricky looked vaguely like the dad in Coraline while he was at his computer, and they started doing a photo shoot for it. Lots of I Think You Should Leave watchers on this tour, so we had to you know, look at some of the highlights there.
Kiss, kiss for love.
You go ahead. The venue we were playing at was actually attached to like a wildlife preserve, so in the evening I took a walk around and listened to the crickets and frogs. It was wonderful. Another day off means another day for D&D, and that's exactly what we did. I cannot tell you what happened on this day, but I do remember stabbing somebody with a pencil, and that's as much as I recall. Afterwards, we went to a team dinner with Ricky's crew and my crew, and that was a lot of fun. Got some drinks, ate some pasta, and Noah created a son, Parma's son. I made him a fan cam. After the dinner, we saw a movie, came back to the hotel, and I was shooting a TikTok in the hallway, and a lot of people walked by me. We all ordered Taco Bell and watched as Jen and Ryan had a moment of peace in their ongoing feud that nobody knows how it started, but it's there. Cleveland was such a surprise venue. We were located right next to a river and also next to an aquarium, so we got to walk around. We had free access to it all day.
Hey, my teeth looked like that once.
Run!
Okay, on this tour, there was a lot of people who played sports. Not me though, stay safe. I was just doing sound check, minding my business with Jen, Matt, and Val. And then after we were done, we went to the aquarium. It was my second time going that day. I wanted to see the fish again.
Miyaka Zaza.
He's walking with you.
He's racing me.
Yes.
Got you, bitch.
One thing about me, I love an aquarium. I could spend a whole week in one. They actually had to drag me out of this one because I stayed after closing.
Fortnite battle skin.
Fortnite battle skin.
On my day off, I went home, wrote letters for everybody for the end of tour, and baked them cookies. It was very uneventful. Pretty much the entire day, I was just really excited to go back. Morning of the New York show, was so excited for the show. We did sound check. You can tell how invested both my managers are in me singing. Shout out Max and Kirk. I'm kidding, love you. And this is Zach, Max, and Kirk all lined up at the Capital One step and repeat. You know it's gonna be a great day when there's a venue dog, and there was. Plus, my family was in town. The rest of the day was filled with various shenanigans. I'm just gonna let a bunch of the clips play by themselves without voicing over because I just love these people. I think they're so funny.
I'm walking here!
Yeah.
After the show, we went and got sushi, and while we waited for our order, the concrete jungle was calling our names.
Start spreading the news.
That was perfect.
I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York. New York.
We got really into blind karaoke as well.
Staring at the blank page before you open up the dirty window. Release your senses. You cannot find reaching for something in the distance. So close you can almost feel it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin.
Our Uber back literally broke down while we were in the car.
Oh, fuck. Please give me the jersey.
That's a good one.
We finally made it back around like 1:30 and everybody ate dinner and rested up for the next show, which was in Philly.
Hi!
Philly's weather was super weird all day. It was super rainy and overcast, but also very humid. So I was a little bit nervous about that, but it was all good, all things considered.
Best monkeys of the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt, and 9 apathetic, sympathetic, diabetic old men on roller skates with the market propensity towards procrastination and sloth.
Soundcheck in Philly was incredibly hyped for zero reason, probably just because it was one of our last shows, so everybody was putting 110% in. And Philly, we were in a real singy mood, like very campfire vibes.
Ain't it fun?
I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control.
I want control.
I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul.
Perfect soul.
It's alright, just dance. It's gonna be okay. Gotta shoot dance. Oh? What was that?
Remix!
Oh my god! Any other way, I swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen.
Oh, mysterious voice that sounds exactly like Grant Perez. He appears.
Hey guys.
Tuesday.
Philly's show ended up being great. It did end up misting during our set, but it was fine. Jen tore it up, I tore it up, Matt tore it up, Val tore it up. We were great. And they also had a flash tattoo artist at this venue. Robbie got someone to come in and do flash tats for the crew. So I ended up getting little sparkles on the backside of my ear. It felt like nothing. I don't know why. I was really nervous for some reason about the pain, but it truly did not even register as anything that was like minorly painful. In the evening, we went to Ricky's bus and played a Dungeons & Dragons one-shot. When I tell you these people are the funniest fucking people I've ever met in my life, I'm not joking. Like, it was hilarious. Last day of tour in Worcester, which I actively refuse to stay on stage because I don't trust myself.
That was the last sound check. How do you feel?
Oh my god, wait, I didn't even realize. That was our last sound check. No comment. It's too sad.
Run it back.
Oh, that's so sad.
Run it back.
I want to play that like piano music. It's like plan, 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 plan. And there's gonna like be rain effects over it. I love my job!
Worcester had some of the greatest crowd energy I think we had the entire tour, so it was such a pleasure to wrap up Bittersweet Days in the city. And in between Robbie and my set, we ended up taking crew photos with everybody, which was super sweet. I'm very glad that I have those. And everyone was just in a good mood.
Hero pose.
Just guys being dudes.
That's good.
I hate them all.
Ricky and I sat down and learned Loveful by the Cardigans for funsies.
I pray and I beg. Love me, say that you love me.
We all ended up running on stage for Deviltown as the encore, but I had an issue in which I ended up needing to run off stage.
So what happened?
We did the Deviltown Encore. I went up for 5 whole seconds and I punched and my arm fucking fell out. So I was out there like this. I was literally on stage for a second being like, yeah! Happy birthday! Oh! Yeah! We're making in just one. Wait.
And then we go
Make
to
sure it's your
pleasure
right.
to meet you. Has to be your right hand.
It has to be your right hand.
Has to be your right hand.
Otherwise your fucking ligaments. Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! That is...
Are we all doing a toast? Wait, are we doing one big?
At this point, Jen and I were pretty drunk, and so we tried to smash cake in our tour manager Ryan's face because we love him so much.
Ryan, what the fuck?
I ended up giving everybody their letters, tears were shed, and then we said our final goodbyes to Robbie's crew as we all headed back to the bus to...
I got it. Get it, Matt. We're getting there.
I will now perform my people's native dance.
Oh, we cut again or just keep doing this?
A bunch of us hung out in the hotel lobby until like 4 a.m. and then we all went to bed, did a sleep, and then flew back home. Alright, it's been about 5 days since tour ended, and I just finished editing, I think, most of this vlog, so I can upload it today. I've had time to think and reflect on the whole experience, and I think this is what I have to say. It's a rare and wonderful opportunity to be surrounded by people that make you feel like the best version of yourself, and I can say without a doubt that I was really, really lucky on this tour to be constantly surrounded by those exact types of people. I don't think I would describe myself as a very confident person. That's who I'd like to become. I think I have moments of it, but I truly feel like on this last tour, I became a better version of myself. And it was because I was around people that really inspired me. At the beginning of this tour, my main goal was to be more social and extroverted with the people that I was on this run with, and I think I accomplished that. And I've come out of the experience so grateful for everything that happened. If you're someone who feels like an introvert but really craves community building and social interaction, my advice is to just push yourself. I'm currently really trying to do that, and the last 4 weeks of my life have been spent trying to do that. It was really rewarding every step of the way, and I learned a lot about myself in the process. Thank you to everybody that showed up to these shows. Thank you for coming out to this tour. Thank you to the incredible people that I was lucky enough to spend the month with. My heart is very full. I hope you liked the video, and hopefully I can keep doing this on future tours. Bye everybody.
Is this gonna be the post-credit scene to the vlog?
Would you like to join the Avengers Initiative?